Welcome back to Dark Corners Streaming. Benjamin Christensen's 1922 film Haxan, which you can find on Amazon Prime, is practically unique, fluctuating between historical documentary, contemporary critique, and atmospheric horror. According to Christensen, he was inspired to make the film when he found a copy of the 15th century treatise on witches, the Malleus Maleficarum, in a bookshop, and then spent 2 years researching the subject. In fact, a bibliography was included in the programme at the film's premiere. How true that is anyone's guess, and you can see this as a precursor to films like The Blair Witch Project, deliberately blurring fact and fiction. The film opens as a documentary lecture. Though slow and static, this underpins what is to come, so scenes we have seen in historical prints are recreated, as the film shifts into a series of short stories dramatising first witchcraft itself with visual panache, clever effects, and tongue-in-cheek humour, culminating in the magnificent flying scene. But witchcraft isn't all fun and games. The longest narrative section of the film shows the domino run of accusation and torture. Witchcraft is no longer a real thing, just a tool of persecution. Initially, the forays into fantasy remain, as an elderly woman tries to save herself by inventing lurid confessions to appeal to her tormentors. The Witch's Sabbat is an outrageous sequence, featuring an undead horse, a black mass, and some stuff that got Christensen into trouble with the censors. But as the accusations continue, the story becomes crueler and more tragic. The penultimate story retains the Inquisition characters while the action moves to a convent in which insanity has broken out. And I wonder if this is based on the same source material as Ken Russell's The Devils. It's a powerful conclusion to the period settings as the film now moves to the present day, Christensen initially showing that in our enlightened times we recognise nervous disorders for what they are, but then pointing out that how we treat sufferers, and especially the poor, has not really improved much. Aside from The Devils, you can of course compare this to films like Witchfinder General, a film we will shortly be covering in more detail, and yet Haxan stands alone. It's a film we've often been asked to cover, but it simultaneously invites and defies interpretation, so you end up talking a lot of pretentious nonsense on what it could be about, when you'd be better off just watching it. Did Christensen do all that research? Possibly. Did he have a point to make about the treatment of women and the poor in society through history? Probably. But my personal belief is that he used those themes and others as jumping off points for entertainment. And I think that is backed up by the fact that this is Christensen, and this looks to me like someone having fun. Although in fairness, he also cast himself as Christ. Haxan opens and closes a little flat, but the midsection, the largest part of it, is compelling and vivid, funny, gut-wrenching, genuinely affecting, sometimes all in the same scene, and mad. I think it exists to be experienced more than explained. Thanks for watching. Any takes or thoughts on Haxan you'd care to share? Let us know in the comments below.